Hello, and welcome back to April May Codes. I'm your host, April May, and this is the fourth video in my Pygame Tarot Reading series. And in this video, we are finally going to create some spreads. We're just going to start with the 1 card and probably 2 card spread in this video. I haven't decided if I'm going to do both. It depends how long it takes. So I will go ahead and jump right in. To start, I'm in my card.py file because we need to add some stuff. Actually, before we do that, let me copy my dictionary. Here it is. And I'll go over what this is. I'm just going to paste this in Tarot in the main app. We'll do data.py. Then I'll paste this dictionary. And this just has a cards dictionary that contains several dictionaries, where the key is the card name, and the dictionary that it contains has 3 keys: the number, the suit, and the meanings. And I did it this way so that we can access the correct card image, because if you look at our assets, which are here, is an animations. Oh, I haven't copied the cards over yet. Let me grab that folder as well. Assets. Oh, okay. Give me just a moment. I should have done this all before. There's the cups folder. Here, actually, the only one I'm going to need for now is the Major Arcana, so I'm just going to do that one. You'll notice this dictionary only has the Major Arcana cards. It doesn't have the cups, the wands, the pentacles, and the swords. Because I didn't feel like typing all of that out. I'm very lazy. And this is also not the meanings, it's just some placeholder text, just so that I could test the app and get it running. But if we look at our Major Arcana, the cards are named by their number. So 0 for the Fool, that number is 0. So when we access it, we're going to grab the suit to get into the right folder, and then grab the number to find the right image. So that's why I structured it like this, and then the meanings has the placeholder text, but when you're building your own app, you would put your keywords or whatever interpretations you wanted to for each card. So that is data.py. Then we're going to come to card.py, and now I get to demonstrate my absolutely terrible naming conventions that I use. Because this class was called Cardback, now I'm going to create a new class that I just called Card. And I think Card is fitting. Card Back is probably the one that's not the best named. But what are you going to do? So this is a card and it inherits from Card Back. Init will take self, a pause, size, card, pause, and spread. Do I need spread? I might not need that. Let me look. No, I think I do. Yep, we're going to leave that in there. For now, at least. I think that when I was building this app, why is this underlined? Oh, because I haven't finished. Because I'm in the middle of things and not completing everything. We're going to do card back dot init. I'll take self, pause, and size. Then we're going to say self dot spread equals spread. Self dot card name is equal to none by default. Self.card pause is equal to card pause. And self.card, why am I seeing all these yellow lines? That's that. Okay. Self.card is going to be equal to self.draw card, which we have not created yet. So we'll come out here and do draw card. Take self. Let me scroll down some so this is higher up. All right, draw card. Card is going to be equal to, and let me bring this over here so you can kind of look at why I did it like this. I hope it will make sense. Card is going to be equal to, let me minimize that, I don't need that right now. Random.choice list cards.keys. Okay, so we need to import cards. We'll import data.cards, and we need to import random. Which is it? I never know. I think it's the second one. Yeah. Okay. So, we'll take cards.keys, which is all of the keys, all of the card name strings, and make it into a list. So list cards.keys, that's what that does. And then random.choice is going to return a random item from that list. So a random string is going to be equal to card and draw card. And then what we're going to do is set self.card name. This is more my bad naming convention. So they have card when the class is card. And it could have been done better. Self.card name is going to be equal to card because that's that string. So the card name will be equal to that string. And then we're going to return cards self.card name. I guess we can just do card. It's the same thing. Either way would work. So what this is doing is setting this card variable equal to a string from a random list of the keys. And then it sets the card name that we put here. The self.card name was none until we call self.card, or until we set self.card equal to self.drawCard, which calls this function, which will set the card name equal to that string. I hope that made sense. It was really rambly. I'm sorry. But then we're returning cards, which is this dictionary, with the key card, which is the string, which means that what we return here is setting self.card equal to the dictionary that matches that string. So whatever the card name is, the self.card is going to be equal to the dictionary. So we will do we would do, dot card to access the number and the suit and the meanings. I hope I'm not over explaining. I hope that's all clear. Comment below if it's not. I can hopefully explain it more if I haven't explained it to death. So that is all we need to do in the card class. So now we're going to go ahead and make a new, let's go here to states, make a new file, and we'll call this onecard.py. And did I import everything for that one? Did I import card? The card pack didn't need imported, it was already there. Okay. So we're going to create a class, onecard, which is a state. Take self, game, and name, state dot init take self, game, and name. Need to import state. I love PyCharm for these easy imports. I don't have to remember how to import everything. I've recently switched to VS Code for some of my Flask projects because I've been using so much JavaScript, and the free version of PyCharm doesn't have the JavaScript syntax highlighting. And VS Code intimidated me at first, but it's been a real game changer. I really like it, but you can't beat PyCharm for Pygame projects, for pure Python coding. All right, so now we're going to do self.image is equal to pygame.transform.scale, and I can get rid of this here. I don't need that over there anymore. And then we're going to do pygame.image.load. That is assets slash background is what I called it, I believe. Let me double check. Back icon is the back icon. Back is the card back, and background is the background. And that is .jpg. Yep. Image.load. And then outside of that parentheses, we're going to put the size in, which is config.screen width. And then config.screen height. Need to import config and import Pygame. Beautiful one-click imports. Is that one, I think. I should have done just import Pygame, right? Yep. Okay. So that is our self.image. I'll put this on the next line so we can read it easier. And I need a closing parentheses there. Okay. Self.rect is equal to self.image.get rect. And the center is going to be self.midWidth, self.midHeight. And I think I need parentheses here. Nope, I did it. Okay. Self.font is going to be pygame.font.font, capital F. And that is assets slash fonts slash page titles .ttf. Size is 100. Self.font align is pygame.font center. Then we need the details font. So this is that font, the base font is for the title of the page, where we're going to put one card or something, I don't know. And then we need the details font, which will be what shows up below the card. The card meaning will be rendered in the details font. So self.details font is equal to pygame.font.capital F font. And that one is assets slash fonts slash text.otf. Size is 25. All right, and then we're going to do self.details font. I did that wrong. That should be self.font.align. And this should be self.details font.align. That's going to be pygame.font center. All right, we've got some fonts. Then we'll create a header. I guess I'll call it a title. And that is going to be self.font.render one card spread. And we're going to say true, and then config.white, and then none for the background color. And then the wrap length, actually I don't think we need any of that because it is one line. So we don't need the wrap length, so I don't need to bother with the background color. Let's see. Self.title rect is equal to self.title.getRect. And we're going to put the center equal to self.midWidth and then 70. That puts it right at the top in the center for us. So let's pause there and see what it looks like. Before we can do that, we need to create a render function. Take self and surface. We'll do surface.fill, config.black, surface.blit, self.image, self.rect, surface.blit, self.title, self.titleRect. Okay, we'll do an update function and we'll just pass. And then we need to go to our, what do we need to go to? We need to go to our choose spread state, and we're going to go to update. And if we clicked on, how did I do this? Oh, I was so confused. I was thinking that we click on the card to flip it over, but we don't. When the mouse hovers over the card, it flips it over so we can read it. And then when we click on it, we'll go to the next state. So we're going to go into our update function in choose spread.py, and we're doing the one card spread right now. So we're going to go into the if the one card.rect.collide point with the pause, which is the mouse position. We're going to do all this. We'll spin the card. And then under the if else statement, we'll go out of that and do if actions. Oh my gosh. Left, wow, left mouse. All right, if actions left mouse, then we're going to do self.game.next state is equal to one card. And that is a state, so it takes self.game, and the name is one card. I started, when I first started coding in Pygame, naming the states. I thought I would need to handle transitioning, which was the last state we were in, where we were coming from, etc. And I've never used the name of the states that I can think of. But it's become a habit, so it's in there for now, but we could probably just take that name out of there in the state class if we wanted to. Anyway, we'll import one card, and then we're going to do self.game.next. All right, so let's run the code. Bring this over here so you can see it better. We've got the study and new reading. We'll click new reading. We'll go to one card, click that, and there's our header, one card spread. All right, let's go back to onecard.py, and we're going to come back up above the render function. And we're going to add some more stuff. So we'll start by adding a card. And one card is easy. We have to get a little bit more complex when we create the two card spread. But one card spread only has one card, so we can do self.card is equal to a card. The pause is self.mid-width divided by 3, and then self.mid-height. The size is 290 by 480. Card pause is 0. Oh, for the card position in the spread. That's why I did that. That is probably not needed as well. I think that was a feature I was going to implement and didn't, but we'll see. We'll leave it there for now. And then it takes a spread as well, which is going to be self. The state, the one card, is the spread. So we'll pass that in to the card. So import card. There's that. And then we're going to do self.meaning text is going to equal self.details font.render. And we're going to do an F string. No, we're not. We're going to do self.card, which is, whoops, my headphone cord is interfering with my mouse. All right, so self.card is equal to a card class. So if you remember in the card class, the card class card is equal to the dictionary that's in data.py. So we'll do self.card to access that dictionary, and then meanings is the key to get the value that we want, the meaning information. Then we're going to do true. Config dot, that's going to be on the, I think we want white for that. It's going to be, yeah, we'll do white. None for the background color, and then 700 for the wrap length. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna do, we got the meaning text. Let's get the name text. And that's gonna be equal to self.font.render. So we're gonna use a big font for that. And that's gonna be self.card.card name, because that's the string that we got when we did the draw card function. And that is going to be true. Config.white. None. Actually, we don't need that. Just true and config.white. Actually, I did that black. Let's make that black. We'll see how that looks. Okay. Now we need recs for these. And let me get the back image as well. So self.back image is equal to pygame.image.load. I think we want that size, yeah. I'm going to say assets / what do I call it, back icon.png and .convert. I type way too fast. Okay. Now we need recs for all of these. So we'll do self.meaning rect is equal to self.meaning text.get rect. And we're going to position that one with the center equal to config.screen width divided by 3 plus config.screen width divided by 3. And then the height is going to be self.mid height. So I believe, see center, that's good, yeah. Okay. So we divide config.screen width, take the whole width, divide it by 3, that puts us like right here. And then we add config.screen width divided by 3, that puts us like right here. Because we divide it by 3 and then we add that same amount, so it puts us like a third, or 2/3 rather, through the screen. So that's how I came up with those numbers. Then we're going to do the name rect. And that is going to be self.name text .get rect. And we're going to put the center for that one equal to self.mid width. And then self.card.rect bottom left 1. Okay, so the card rect mid width bottom left 1. Okay, so we're positioning it in the center of the screen horizontally, but we want it to be just below the card. So we set the height or the Y position equal to the card rect bottom left. So the bottom left of the card's over here. And then 1 is going to be that second value because bottom left is going to be a tuple with x and y coordinates. So 0 would be the x, the horizontal position. 1 is the y, the vertical position. So it's just that bottom left value, but centered right beneath the card. And then we're going to add 10 to give it a little bit of an offset. So it's not right up against the card. All right, and then we need the back rect. We self.backImage.get rect, and the bottom left for this one, instead of the center, is going to be equal to 0, which is all the way to the left, and then config.screen height, which is all the way at the bottom. So we'll put the bottom left right in the bottom left corner. All right, let's minimize this a little bit so you can see what's going on. All right, now, let's see. In my card.py, I didn't give it a flipped. Did I forget that or miss it? I did. So let's go to, let's go back to card.py, and there's a couple lines of code I forgot to add here. We need to add self.flipped, which has 2 P's and 1 D, is equal to false. So that's just saying that we haven't flipped the card over yet. When we flip it, we'll change that value to true, and then we'll check if the value is true, then we'll display the meaning text and the name. And then we're going to do let's see. Well, self.card in self. No, I don't think I want to do it that way. Let me look at my code real quick. Okay, yeah, I don't actually need this. This was when I was trying out a different method of adding the cards to the spread, but that's not what I want to do because the card, it doesn't matter. It wouldn't work. So we're back to onecard.py. We've got our flipped value. And now in render, we're just going to check if self.card.flipped. So if we flipped the card over, self.card.flip card. I call it spin card. I guess I should have called it spun. I'm bad at naming things. Name it whatever you want, whatever makes sense to you. Self.card.spin card, which takes self.game.delta time. And then we're going to do surface.flip, self. slash self.name text, self.name rect, and surface.blit, self.meaning text, self.meaning rect. All right, so if we flipped the card, or if we've set the flipped attribute to true, then we're going to call spin card, which will flip our card over and blit it on the screen. But that gives us a couple problems, because when we flip the card, it is just a blank, let's see, it is a blank card image. It's not the image of the card that we want. So we're going to handle that in our update function, which is the last function, the last bit of code we need to do for this spread. So we'll start at the beginning. We'll set pause equal to pygame.mouse.getPause. Then we're going to do if self.card.rect.collidePoint pause. So if the mouse is hovering over or colliding with the rect, then we're going to check if we've clicked it. If actions left mouse. And if we have, then we're going to first, before we set the card.flipped equal to true, we're going to add the image to the card animation. So if you look back at card inherits from card back, and card back has animations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them. I could have looked right here, but I didn't need to count them because we're not going to use that to add it. We're going to do -1. So we're going to do self.card.animations, and then we want the spin animation, and then we're going to say -1. Because when you do -1 on a list, it's the last element in the list. So that's equal to pygame.image.load. We need an F string here, assets, slash, and then we're going to do self.card.card suit, right? Yep. So that's self.card.card is the dictionary. That was I don't need to explain it again. And then suit is the key to get the suit. So that will go into assets and then look for the suit, which will get us major underscore arcana. And then we're going to do slash, and then we need to make this a string. And we're going to pass in self.card.card number. And then we're going to come out of that bracket. And did we close parentheses? Yeah, we did. Self.card.card, that's right. All right, so assets slash and then the suit, and then slash the number, come out of the brackets, and then do .png. And that should give us the image. So we're just adding the image to the end of the spin. We're replacing the last image with that. So instead of flipping over to a blank card, we're flipping over to the card image for the card that was drawn. Then we'll set self.card.flipped equal to true. And let's go ahead and add the code to back out. So we're going to go back here and do if self.back rect.collidePoint pause. If if actions left mouse, then we're going to do self.exit state. And then we'll come down here and do self.game.reset keys. All right. I'm reaching down to do Control S because I'm thinking I'm on VS Code, but I don't need to. Flipping back from code editors is weird. So that is it for one card. We should be able to see our card name and our card meaning on the screen when we click the card, and it should show us the right card image. So let's test it out. Go to New Reading, one card. I forgot something. What did I forget? I forgot a lot. We need to do we need to do surface.lit, self.card.image, self.card.rect, because that is just it inherits from card back, so that's just the card back image and the rect there. And then let's go ahead and put the back image on the screen. So surface.lit, self.back image, self.back rect. All right, now let's run it and see what else I forgot. Click the New Reading, one card, and there's our card. So if we click it, we've got the Magician on the card, you can see. It matches the name down here, and it matches the meaning. Magician placeholder text, which is not what the card means, but we got it accessed the right dictionary. It got the right information. And if we click back, it takes us back here, back again, takes us back here. And there we go. We have created the one card spread. We can do a reading. Now we've got a new card, the Chariot. If we go back, we can do another one. And we got the Fool. So you can do a little one card draw now. So I will go ahead and create the two card in this video as well. Let me see how long it's gotten. 37 minutes. I can do the two card spread real quick. So we're going to create a new state, new file. We'll call this 2_card.py. Create a class 2card, which is a state. Init will take self, game, name. State.init will take self, game, and name. Need to import state. That's that one. Okay. Now we'll go here. And let's see, I did the details font as 30. But actually, a lot of that I can copy over. So I'm going to go back here. The image is the same. The rect is just the whole screen centered in the middle. Font is the same, font center. Details font, I'll change the size when we get over there. And then the title is still going to be 70. So we're going to copy all of this and paste it here because I am lazy. We'll import Pygame, import config, change the size here to 30, and change the title to 2card spread. All right, and then let's go ahead and grab our back image and our back rect. Okay, so we've got a good start for our screen. We've got the background, the title, and the back image. So that's going to go in the bottom left. So now we're going to create our cards. We're going to do self.card1 is going to be equal to a card, and the position is going to be config.screen width divided by 3, and then self.mid height. Size is 290 by 480. Card pause is 1, and self. I don't remember why I have the card pause in there. Yeah, I think that's for a feature that I didn't end up implementing. So feel free to remove that. See if it breaks your code. If it does, just throw it back in there. import card, and then we're going to do self.card2 is equal to a card with the position being config.screenWidth minus config.screenWidth divided by 3, and then self.midHeight size is the same, 290 by 480. Position is 2, and self for the spread. Then we're going to set self.cards equal to self.card1 equal to a list containing self.card1 and self.card2. And I did not put underscores there, so I'm not good at naming things. All right, then we're going to set self.meaning text equal to an empty string and self.name text equal to an empty string, and you'll see why we're doing that in a minute. And we're also going to add one more attribute here. We're going to say self.clicked card is equal to none. So we haven't clicked a card on this spread yet. All right, almost done. We'll do render, self and surface. We'll do surface.fill, config.black, surface.blit, self.image, self.rect, surface.blitz with an S, a list of tuples. We'll do self.header, nope, I called it title, self.title rect, and self.back image, self.back rect, and we'll do self.card1 dot image, self.card1 dot rect, and let's put this on the next line, and we'll scroll up some so you can see better. All right, card1 image, card1 rect, and then our final tuple, we'll do self.card2 image, self.card2.rect. And we got the back image, we got the title, back image, card1, card2. Okay, we'll do our update function and just pass. And now let's go back to choose spread and copy all this because I'm lazy. And we're going to put it right down here under the else statement and change that to 2card with the name being 2card. We'll import 2card. And let's just make sure that is all working as expected. We should see our spread, but not be able to flip the cards over yet. That looks good. We've got 2 cards centered pretty nicely. We've got the back button. We can go back. Oh no, we can't because I haven't done the update function yet. So we can't do anything, but it looks nice. So now let's go back into 2card.py and let's add the update function, and then we'll come back and add some stuff to the render function. So we're going to set pause equal to pygame.mouse.getPause. Then we're going to do if self.card1.rect.collidePoint pause, and then if actions left mouse. So if we click the left mouse while we're on the card, we're going to do a few things. First, we're going to set self.card1.animations spin -1 equal to pygame.image.load fstring assets slash, and then we're going to do self.card.card. How did I do that? Self.card.card. No, self.card1.card, and then the suit. which is a string with one S. Come out of the brackets and do slash. Then we're going to do self.card1.card string number .png. So we've set the image, and this needs to have a colon there. Okay. All right. So we set the image in the animation, so when we spin the card, it will show up, right? Then we're going to do self.card1.flipped equal to true. And then we'll set self.clicked card equal to self.card1. Then we're going to set self.name text equal to self.card1.card name. So we're replacing that empty string with the string that is the card name. Maybe I should have put an underscore in the name. Oh well. Then we're going to do self.card name. I'm bad at naming things. I shouldn't be reusing variables. But we're going to do self.detailsFont.render. And we're going to do self.name text true. Config dot, did I do that black or white? I think the white looks better on the background, but I did it black for some reason. I guess to differentiate from the card and the title and the meaning. So do the meaning text white. Yep. Okay. We'll do the card names black then. And then I don't think it's going to wrap for the card name, but let's, just in case, some of them are longer. So we'll do none. And then what was the wrap length that I had? 400. Okay. Then we're going to do self.meaning text is equal to self.card1.card meanings. And then we'll set self.meaning equal to self.detailsFont. Is it details font? Yes, details font for both of them. DetailsFont.render. Self.meaning true. Config.white. And that should be meaning text. None for the background color, and I think 400 again for the wrap length. Nope, 800. Okay. That's fine. All right, and then we're going to do, we need a name rect and a meaning rect. So I'll put that right here. Self.name rect is equal to self.cardName.getRect, and the center is equal to self.midWidth, and then self.card1 without an underscore .rect .bottom left 1 minus 30. So we'll bring it up a little bit. Why do we bring it up? The bottom left height minus 30. Why would we bring it up instead of down? I guess we'll see how it looks. Self.meaning rect is equal to self.meaning.getRect, and the center is equal to self.midWidth, self.name oh, I see. So it's not bringing it up from the, it's going from the card's bottom left, not the name's bottom left. Yeah, the card up here, card 1.rect bottom left. Okay, and then the meaning rect is going from self.name rect dot bottom left 1. I think it was plus 10. Whoops. Was that plus 10? Yep, plus 10. Okay, and that is it for if self.card1 is clicked on. Let's go ahead and add our back button. If self.back rect.collide point pause. If actions left mouse. Self.exit state. And then we'll do self.game.reset keys. And let's come up to render and add some code here so we can see what we're doing. So in the render function, we're going to do for card in self.cards. If card.flipped, so if we've set the flipped value to true, which we do when we click on it, we're going to do card.spin card, which takes self.game.delta time. And then we're going to come out here and do if self.clicked card is not none. So by default it's none, but if it's not done, then we're going to, if it's not none, then we're going to do surface.blitz rather, a list of tuples. The first being self.card name. I don't think that's right. It is, because card name is set here. So the card name that we're displaying is equal to the clicked card details. Because we'll set the clicked card, okay, where are we? We'll set the clicked card equal to the card that we clicked, and then we'll replace the name text and the meaning text with that card's details. So we're going to do the same thing for card 2. I just haven't put it in here yet. But we're going to do all this code, just copy and paste it basically for card 2. So then we'll set the self.clicked card equal to card 2, replace the name text with the card 2 name and the meaning text with the card 2 meanings. So self.card name is always going to be equal to the details of the clicked card, as long as it exists. So if it's not none, we'll do self.card name, self.name rect, and then we're going to do another tuple, self.meaning. Is it meaning? Meaning text is the text, so it's meaning. And then self.meaning rect. I think that was it. Yep. So let's make sure that that's working for just the card 1. And then we'll add the code for card 2 and make sure it works when we click back and forth off the cards. So we'll go to new reading, 2 card this time. And we click card 1. It flips it over. We've got the devil. The devil is here. And devil placeholder text is there. And that looks nice. So we did, yeah, up a little bit from the bottom of the card and then down from the bottom of the name. That's perfect. So let's just copy all of this, I think. And we'll just change a couple values. We'll put it right here. And then we're going to do if self.card2.rect.collidePointPause. If actions left mouse, so if we click on it, then we're going to set self.card2.animationsSpin -1 equal to card 2 dot card suit, and then card 2 dot card number. And then we'll set self dot card 2 equal to flipped. And it's not going to flip it again because if it's flipped, we'll, does it flip it again? Shouldn't it flip it again? Well, we don't flip it back. So maybe, I honestly don't know why that works how it does. Card 2 is equal to flipped. Click card is equal to self.card2. Name is going to be card2.card name. And then we're going to do all that's the same. Name rect. Let me make sure the position for that is the same. We want that to be self.midwidth, self.card 1 rect dot bottom left 1 minus 30. Yep, that's right. And then this is going to be card 2 dot card meanings. And then that's all the same. Meaning rect is going to be self.name rect dot bottom left 1 plus 10. So that is all the same. So now we should have a fully functional app that does 1 card and 2 card tarot readings. That's not fully functional. There's a lot more to implement. But we should have those 2 features done. So we'll go to 2 card. And this time we'll click the second card first. And that is Judgment. And that looks good. And then Fortune. That looks good. Wheel of Fortune, the meaning and the card name all matches up. We can go back and do another one. We've got Temperance and Wheel of Fortune. If I click back on Temperance, it should change back. Yep, and give me the Temperance details. I can click back on the Wheel of Fortune and get those details. So the clicked card's changing, and that's updating the name and meaning that's being displayed. Then we can go back. We can go to 1 card and do a 1 card reading. And that looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video there. I've been, let's see, about an hour. But we finally got some spreads in there. We can do some tarot readings with the app. So thank you, as always, so much for watching, and I will see you next time.